Okay, continuing this critical Let's Play of Modern Warfare 2. The last episode, we went into the Gulag and Captain Price is back. He's alive. We saved him. So that's exciting. But we'll see more of that later. Now, this mission is returning us back to America, where America was invaded by the Russians and whatnot. And the loading screen for this mission, as we saw right at the end of the previous episode, was just that kind of no signal kind of TV, like none of that kind of, no top-down information, no satellite imagery, no telling us where we are or anything, just kind of an evacuation order over the bottom of a, just like no signal kind of TV station. So I find these levels to be a far more interesting introduction to, you know, this kind of war on the West, kind of war on the country that most of the people playing this game, or the ideal kind of target audience is from. So you start in this underground bunker. You kind of have like, you don't know where you are. You kind of have like this shaky kind of things. There's clearly battles happening overhead. You walk out of this room and you're in this kind of really dodgy area. Stuff's still kind of blowing up. There's like people on computers and whatnot. But it's clearly not meant to be an ideal place. They're kind of shaken whenever there's an explosion. You know, you have an injured guy. You have more injured guys, like some people trying to help some people. Some more injured being brought in and that. So it's clearly like the war's going bad, is essentially what this is saying, quite obviously. You know, just everything's exploding all the time. And then, of course, we have some bodies because people have died. So you come around and then this other soldier is told to go out and battle. And again, you kind of got that reflection thing happening because you're going out to battle as well. Really, the game's telling you to head out to battle, but it's a character telling another character. And then you come out here into this trench and you have this building in front of you. I'm going to get what building it is wrong, so I won't say, but it's, and you know, an American soldier blown up in front of it. And you come around a corner and suddenly, while this really sad music plays, you have the Washington Monument, all blown to smithereens. And then finally it brings up the information in the lower left corner where it tells you where you are, that you're in Washington, D.C. So this is a far more powerful introduction to your country, you the target audience, who is American, presumed American. Your country is under attack. With that like that really sad kind of tragic almost music, I guess. As you come out and you realize where you are from this. The war is going bad in a bunker. Wherever I am, there's a war happening above us. And you emerge and like that's the first thing you kind of see, and you're like, holy shit, that's where the war is going bad, like in the heart of American democracy or whatever. I miss what building this is. And every American viewer will probably laugh at me if I get it wrong, so I will just call it the building. It's an important main building, like you're meant to recognize it. Oh dear. That wasn't my fault, it wasn't my grenade.
Bring into position on the northwest corner of the target building. Take up with them on the top floor and eliminate enemy fire teams. Over.
Alright, BCT-1's LAV has them suppressed. Get ready to move on my mark. Ready! Go, go, go! Move up, move up!
So I think this mission works really well in that it's just another kind of interlude with the story with Soap and Price and those elite people. It's just another, here's what the normal soldiers are doing kind of mission. But it's just done with so much more power, so much more kind of emotive commitment than like, you know, driving down a suburban street protecting fucking Burger King. Like, there's just so much more effort has been put into this.
Move in! Push forward! Move!
Overlord, this is 2-1 actual. Be advised, we're inside and proceeding to the upper floor. Roger. Overlord copies all.
Copy that! He's behind that large desk! Can't get a shot! He's out of my line of sight! Would you cover me? Richard! Take him behind that large desk! Got a visual!
Of course, now the sad music's kind of faded away. There's no music now. It's just kind of down to business, shooting people in corridors. But you know, it was very much meant to be a moment. They realize that kind of shock of realizing where you're fighting, you know, is only a momentary shock before it just kind of becomes normal. So they don't spend too long focusing on it. It's just like, all right, that's done.
Copy 2-1.
Now just shoot things again.
Overlord, this is Hunter 2-1 actual. Proceeding to the mezzanine. Tell the LAV from BCT-1 to hold their fire. Over. Copy that, 2-1. Good hunting.
This guy I was following just got killed right in front of me. Don't think that was a scripted thing.
Hostile suppressed in Section 2 Echo. Roger that, 2-1.
Just the kind of darkness. I really like the color palette of these Washington levels. Like, it's very dark, very red, kind of brooding, kind of smothering kind of atmosphere, like apocalyptic. And, you know, it is apocalyptic. It's like within this kind of text release, this is like quote unquote the free world, fallen or whatever. You know, the good guys.
Hostiles on the southwest corner of the 5th floor are...
Like I said on previous ones, you know, fighting in people's homes in favelas or whatever is fine.
We are Oscar to the 5th floor.
But fighting in, you know, our homes, that's a problem. At least from a target audience of Western gamers that this is made for and by. Made for, yeah. Wasn't sure what I was saying for a second there. So we're trying to take out their SAM site. So clearly they've been quite entrenched in Washington, the Russians, for a while. And you have a sense that this war's been going for a while. Even if the story with Roche and Soap has been going for like 5 days or whatever.
Team eliminated in Section 4 Charlie. Copy that, 2-1.
I guess 5 days is a long time.
Overlord, we're on the 5th floor. Proceeding to the southwest corner.
It's just got lots of radio static, lots of kind of screaming, incoherent.
I got movement.
You know, like the shadows over the distance as the guys that he has movement, like warning us as people ahead. Kind of synergy. You're gonna hear the big guns through here. Oh Jesus. I think I ran right past him.
All Hunter units. I have a visual on the enemy's crow's nest at the southwest corner.
The music's starting to kind of come back in again. Oh dear. That's another one.
Overlord, this is Hunter 2-1 actual.
So you've got this like kind of massive battle happening out here, just like flames on every horizon.
Copies all. The evac site at the Washington Monument reports several transports away, but they are still vulnerable. Can you provide support from your position? Over.
Roger that. We're sitting on a stockpile of enemy munitions. We'll dig in and burn through their ammo. Out. Ramirez, get on that sniper rifle. Scan for targets to the south of the Washington Monument.
All call signs on this net. This is the Washington Monument evac site. We're holding our own. There are blast enemies to the west and are taking fire from that direction.
So you gotta have a sense it's being a very long-range sniper rifle.
The evac site is still taking heavy fire. Ramirez,
Oh, where is it?
look at all enemy foot mobiles firing javelin rockets.
Hunter 2-1, be advised.
Oh, those big, gross kind of white splashes of blood.
Stay focused.
I guess it's meant to make it look like a more powerful gun.
We're taking fire at the Washington Monument. We are down to 80% combat effectiveness. Request immediate sniper fire. Hostiles in the perimeter! Open fire! Open fire!
And then we get attacked. So then I like this kind of break up in just like you're attacking people like that, but then suddenly people attack us. You know, they realize we're here in their stockpile.
There, I see a mass of foot mobiles converging on your position.
Negative, negative. I have eyes on enemy armor and helicopters advancing on the evac site from the south and southwest. Ramirez, use some of this ordnance to take out the enemy vehicles. Move!
So we're being told we should evacuate because we have a lot of people coming. But we're being heroes and staying here and protecting the evacuees. So this whole level has a sense of like, you know, inevitable fate, fatality about it. Like, you know, we're losing, we're going to keep losing.
Ramirez, take out those vehicles! The evac site is taking heavy fire!
Yeah, this isn't about winning, this is about getting out alive kind of thing. I think once I did this and I shot from back here and like blew it up in the ceiling and killed myself.
Valuable time. Well done. Now get your ass to the roof ASAP. You're in danger of being overrun.
Roger that! We're heading to the rooftop. Everyone, move out!
So we got to get out because we're being overrun now.
Get to the roof and RV with the SEAL team! Move! Move!
We just don't have time. More jets flying in overhead, like that same moniker over and over, like. So you had them flying in that way as we came that way, then as we turn the corner, more fly in that direction. I don't really have time to stop and look at it. But you know, again, it's very much for jets flying in the same direction you're looking kind of thing over and over. Oh, Jesus Christ, Brendan. I swear I don't do it that much when people are watching. So we get another kind of nice seamless from one battle to the next. You get in a helicopter, you get on your big gun, and you kind of go off into another battle without, you know, again, any loading screen. You know, for pacing, that's just always quite nice.
First wave of civilian transports is away. Proceed with second stage evacuation. Litter urgent personnel only. Overlord! Delta 2-2, hit going down!
So we've got SAM sites you have to take out. So this is pretty ham-fisted. We're kind of just like, I think there's some deliberate irony here that we're kind of Gatling gunning and like destroying this kind of war memorial. Like it's probably meant to be some kind of war never ends kind of, war never changes bullshit kind of meaning here. Like it's not, it's pretty ham-fisted. Just using a war memorial in a game where it's pretty glorifying of war. It's interesting here that the guns off to the side of your camera, not like, you know, up and fully in camera like they usually are. So the sad music kind of come back, and we're here, we're going down, like, it's pretty inevitable, because we stayed there and, you know, we're heroes. We found the RPG launcher convention. The RPG launcher convention rooftop party. I do like the helicopter crash in this series, it's like so disorientating and dizzying. So helicopters crash, we're kind of down. Clearly our character's been pretty badly hurt. He's kind of in shock while everyone else is shooting. Poor Dunn tries to give us a gun, gets himself killed, while the Russians are attacking us. Then he's only got very little ammo, like you run out of ammo almost instantly here. Foley gives you his last magazine. So it's clearly a last stand kind of moment. Oh no, Dunn didn't get killed before, someone else got killed. Just a random. And then it flashes to white and it just stops. First time that happened, I thought the game broke or I accidentally skipped a cutscene, because it's not very clear, but it is a deliberate sudden, you know, breaking in that moment when it goes white. And we realize why it goes white later. After the next mission, I believe.
With Captain Price.
Back from the brink, Captain.
Out of the frying pan is more like it. This world looks more like hell than the one I just left.
We thought we'd recovered the ACS before the Russians could crack it. We were wrong. Then Makarov turned the US into his scapegoat. Next thing you know, there's flames everywhere.
Shepard telling us what's happened so far.
You want to put out an oil fire, sir? You set off a bigger explosion right next to it. Sucks away the oxygen, snuffs the flame.
Price, you've been locked away too long. Better get your mind right, son.
Shepard, are you willing to do what is necessary to win?
Always.
We got ourselves a pretty big fire. Gonna need a huge bang.
You've been in the Gulag too long, Price. Focus on taking out Makarov.
No time, sir. We need to end this war today.
I'm not asking you, Price. This is an order. You're to...
Looks like we lost our connection.